For today's episode of the Down to Business podcast, I got to sit down with my boy Amir of Baltiere Urban Culture. And so he talked a lot about how this brand has really been in the works for a long time. So while some of you may now just be getting introduced to it, it's almost been nearly 10 years in the works. And he also even gave us some insight as to how wanting to really be different from his peers and things like that almost got him into some trouble growing up. But he also leaves us with some gems for up and coming entrepreneurs, as well as an event that all of my creatives, models, entrepreneurs, business owners, you're not going to want to miss this one. So without further ado, enjoy episode 87, Progress is Proof. All right, so I'd just like to welcome everybody back to another episode of the Down to Business podcast here with Amir Turner, man. Sitting down with we go way back, man. It's my man from Pound football days, man. West Oak Lane days, Penny Packer, every day, all them days, man. So definitely glad to be sitting down with my man Amir, man. Somebody who I've been able to, obviously be acquainted with since we were younger, but been able to follow the journey. Both, we went on and did our separate things in college and even after that. And even to this day, still operate in different places, but no love lost, everything like that. Actually, even just became a brand ambassador for his brand. So big shout out to Buck, man. Definitely, I had to I had to make it happen today with my boy. Sure. But definitely excited to dive in, get into the story, just tap into everything that he has going on, and even that he has coming, and definitely want to tap my followers. So what's going on, bro? How you doing today, man?
Going on, man? It's a blessing to be here with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, not many people get a chance to, know somebody. Honestly, bro, we, 25-ish now? Bro, it's been, 15 years since we've known each other. Like, not many people can say, they blessed to know each other. Like, we've been young boy days, you know what I'm saying? So it's blessed to be here 15 years later just to rekindle with your business, my business. And I'm just ready to see, what opportunities is here as far as you just being in Florida, being in Philly, you being a Q, me being a Kappa, you know what I'm saying? You being on this end, me being on that end, you know what I'm saying? I would never thought being young boys, just being on football tip that we'd be on some total business macho type stuff now, you know what I mean? So to be able to really clash heads and just basically getting the ball rolling on such a different level, you know what I mean? The friendship always gonna be there. Yeah. We was always following each other, always showing love. Niggas was just showing love to the brand, copping up, stuff like that. So it just it only felt right just to have everything a part of, get my folks on here, get my folks tapping into you, and vice versa. You know what I mean? It's all love, it's all a blessing at the end of the day.
Love that, bro. And you're absolutely right, man. It's just amazing how we could be young boys, really have no, vision of the future, really not know what it looks like, just be living, just being naive back then. You ain't had no worries, man. You had food in your belly, clothes on your back, roof over your head. You was good. But now, when life really starts to hit, when maturity settles in, and just you really got out here in the pandemic on top of that, just the times that we living in, bro, and to still see, young black entrepreneurs, young black men really just still getting to it. I love every bit of that. Definitely excited for that.
It's crazy right now, man. It's hard to keep your head up through certain stuff. You know what I mean? So just see young brothers like us, just having a head focus. You on episode 87. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of podcasts don't make it past episode 10. You know what I'm saying? So just to see us just doing our things and staying out the way is a good example for everybody watching that's going to be on the podcast, whoever that's tapping in.
An underrated blessing, bro, without a doubt. Mm-hmm. So for the people who are going to be tapping in, you got your side, you got your IG Live rocking. I got my side, I got my IG Live rocking.
You know what I'm saying?
I know we're going to get some YouTube people. I know we're going to get the website, my app. I know we're going to get new subscribers. Can you, one, just tell us a little bit about yourself? And then two, can you just tell us what brings you on the Down to Business podcast today?
All right, cool. My name is Amir. I'm CEO of Baltiere Urban Culture. Baltiere means a way of living. It's something that I made up when I was in the 10th grade. So I'm now 25 now. So we about 8-9 years in, you know what I'm saying? So ever since I was sitting at my desk coming up with different names and sounds of what I'm going to call my brand, because at the time we was worried about having Gucci and the Giuseppe's, you know what I'm saying? The designer belt, stuff like that. So I was thinking what niche I could come up with to help me fit in, where I could find out where I can be me, but I don't gotta be like everybody else, but I can still fit in at the same time. So when I was doing the clothes, 10th grade, it was funny that my t-shirt shop was literally around the corner. So that's kind of what made me get in the clothes, just walking past them, getting off the trolley, just seeing how they would be knocking out customers. I went in there with a drone one day and just was yo, I gotta go for it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like every millionaire got to take that one risk. And I feel like that was my risk that helped me feed myself, my friends, my family throughout the years to come, because I don't do a 9 to 5. I don't do jobs. Like I just do investments. I just do ideas. I just do leveling up. You know what I'm saying? Like I always thought that like my brain could be like an economy. You know what I'm saying? Like every day I could be making what somebody could be making or what I could be making and putting 2 weeks into something. You know what I'm saying? So as long as I'm going hard, I feel like that's the most trustworthy thing I can put my all into. You know what I'm saying? That I know I'm gonna get something back out of. So that's what made me even start the brand. Just having that one step forward from everybody else and then just like taking it and running with it. You know what I'm saying? My brand is a streetwear urban lifestyle brand. So I do everything from like hoodies, clothes, sweatsuits, ski masks, jean jackets, hats, chains, all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So in the urban lifestyle portion is I don't only do just clothes. You know what I'm saying? I also do parties, photography, creative direction, fashion shows. I create events. Like I do a whole bunch of things. So Baltiere isn't just a clothing line; it's a way of living. That's where our slogan comes from. That's I had that slogan in my bio since I started, and that's what I live by. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody who came into the brand got something that wasn't just an article of clothing, whether they got some knowledge, whether they got a network, whether they got like opportunity, whether they just got a helping hand from me because I'm a real like see the potential in type, you know what I mean, people type boy. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like let the people sit there and let them not believe in their dreams, you know what I'm saying? Around me, I'm gonna be like, oh bro, I remember you did so and so. All right, well, what you trying to do this week to work towards that? Or how can I help you do what you gotta do while you help me what I gotta do? You know what I mean? So it's like a two-way street at the end. Baltier just kind of gave that way for me to be myself. You know what I'm saying? Like ever since I even took like a step back from presenting myself and more like Baltier, then I started to realize like I'm Baltier at the end of the day. There's no way for me to get away from the brand at a standpoint. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to be connected and I'm always going to be going hard with it because it ain't going to go nowhere. We're going to have 10-year anniversaries, 15-year anniversaries, all that good stuff. And for real, I feel like to answer the second question, you said, what brings me to Down to Business podcast? That's all it's about. Like it's down to business. You know what I'm saying? Like every day you got like not saying you have to, but you gotta look every day as a business transaction. Like, all right, how I'm gonna get it today? Like you can wake up and sit in bed and just chill all day, or you can get up and you know what I mean, go force yourself to do things or go make an agenda or you know what I mean, start putting some things together that work for the next day to come. You know what I'm saying? So everything is down to business. Everything is business related. I feel like the world is a business within itself. It's a big dollar sign. You know what I'm saying? It's like all about how you. It's all about how you shake and bake for real. Like, for example, you can be ahead of the game or you behind the game. You know what I'm saying? So my main focus is to try to be ahead of the game, drop stuff that's new, cool, fun, exciting, different, out of the ordinary, not what everybody else dropping. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's something that people not messing with now, it's like, all right, bet. Like I see it pop up in another brand like a year later. I'm like, all right, bet. Like, all right, I created the wave already. Like, I already kind of tapped into every network I can hopefully tap in. I'm gonna tap in with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not letting no opportunity go. I'm not letting no network go. Like we on everything this year and from time to come for real.
So here's what we gonna do, bro. I'm gonna just hit the pause. I'm gonna just hit the stop button on this. I'm gonna ask you for your address. I'm gonna send you my microphone. I'm gonna send you my laptop, my ring light, all that. You could have this platform now, bro, because just hearing that, you motivated me. You really, you spoke to me in that. I love that. I love just hearing people's intro. Every intro to me is unique because everybody comes with something different. Some people keep it short, sweet, simple to the point. You really just you gave a little bit of everything. But I feel like in that there were so many different messages. There were so many different gems. There were so many different stories behind that. You could
Right.
really tell a story behind a story about everything that you just talked about. But what really stood out to me, I'm not even gonna say the most, but something that really just is still resonating in my head. You said my business is like an economy. I don't think I've ever heard anybody describe business like that. And I love that it's unique just because for me, when I think of economy, when I think of just that word, those two words together, business and economy, I think opportunistic. I think opportunities. And I don't even think monetary opportunities. I just think money. I just think opportunities. I just think network. I just think a chance to meet new people. Like you said, I'm not just about clothing. I do events. I bring things to life. I bring ideas to life. I can be even, to me, it sounds like a motivational coach in there as well, just because, at the same time, somebody can come to you with a vision. Somebody can come to you with something that they want to do. Okay, I hear you loud and clear. Well, what are we doing? What steps are you taking? Where's the plan? And after you do this, how are we going to sustain it? How are we going to maintain it? How are we going to retain it so that we can, continue to obtain what else we're going to move forward with?
All
So
it's about. It's all about that. It's all about
absolutely.
like moving forward and progressing. You know what
I
I'm
love
saying?
that, bro. I love that. So with, you talk about that this is something that dates back to the 10th grade. This is something that, you knew that one day you just had to take that risk. One day that this is going to
Right.
be something that, like you said, you're going to be feeding family, friends, generations to come. So was there something life changing that happened to you? Was there something, or was there a light bulb that went off in Amir's head that said, yo, I gotta, this time, this is it. Just how did you come across, that word? Was it just something that you saw? You kind of looked up, and then it was a lot of things maybe going on in 10th grade. How did a 10th grader or a sophomore in high school have such a vision in his head and really allow that to kind of come to fruition as now being 25?
I feel like at the time, like it was a big moment on being standout ish. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was trying to find like what they can do to be like a little bit standout ish. Like people was on Vine, people was doing this, doing that, and then when I went down to the t-shirt shop to get a hoodie made of a drawing, I had the hoodie and it was like just like a regular logo type drawing, and I wore it in school. And it kind of was like I already had a little buzz in the hallways type thing. So when I wore the hoodie, it was kind of like, yo, where you get that from? Da da da. Like I like how it say grind hard, hustle harder, da da da. I like how it look. How can I get one? And I'm just like, oh, I never even thought about, what I'm saying, selling it to people. I kind of wanted it on my own end. Like I wanted it for my own closet. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really think about selling it at first. I wanted it something where as though I could purchase clothes for not high end prices. Like I wasn't trying to keep, keep spending Gucci money and trying to keep up with other people. I was never the try and keep up type person. Like, oh, y'all getting them? All right, well, bet I'm gonna make my own Jones. You know what I'm saying? Since y'all going to Nordstrom and I'm going to the t-shirt shop and grab my own Jones. So once it started from just selling the one hoodie to selling the hoodie to the next person, to selling to the next person, it kind of like started to become a routine where I'm going to the shirt shop now. Besides once a month, now starting to twice a month to once a week. So now I'm in that joint every single day, and they like, oh, well, what you doing? Like, what you got going on? So I'm like, I'm right down the street in my high school, just getting it popping. So when I really knew this was what's up was when they was about to suspend me from high school because basically everybody was wearing my gear and not following uniform policy. So when they pulled me to the side and was like, well, we're going to suspend you because they come to school with your stuff on, or you going to have to tell them to stop wearing your stuff. I'm like, well, how you going to tell me to stop wearing my stuff? Then sure enough, they threatened to suspend me. They ain't do it. But it was just like, all right, bet. Like, I see I'm doing something because at a 10th grader, I got my school pulling me to the side saying, I can't keep selling my clothes or I'm gonna get suspended or I can't sell on school grounds or whatever the case may be. So it was like far fetched, like, yo, you telling me I go to school, I'm trying to like not trap or sell weed or nothing, but I'm trying to sell clothes and y'all trying to basically stop that. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like the potential that I had from the rip was kind of shown. You know what I'm saying? Like the support was shown, the differentness that came out of it, like nobody my age was having their own brand for real. So it was kind of like let's take it and go type of job. You know what I'm saying? So it's like nowadays when you see opportunity, you gotta take it because like as the years go on, like you don't get many opportunities. So like nowadays it's more as though like to take every opportunity you can, every investment, every dollar for like everything is economy, like I said. And here on here from back then, I looked at it like, all right, how can I level my stuff up? Like how can I not be stagnant? Because nobody can never say like throughout the 7 years, like every year I was on the different wave that put me on a whole different level. Like if you could say that I leveled up once every year, I'm on level 7. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? It was never a year, oh, Mary ain't do nothing last year, I ain't do nothing this year, or Mary was doing the same thing last year. Like no, every year, whether it was a new business, whether it was a whole switching the brand, switching the product, whatever the case may be, is like it was a whole opportunistic thing. Like just keep it going.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy to think about the school thing. For me, I hear that, I'm thinking like, man, for an institution, for a place that is so honed in, or supposedly, quote unquote, we're gonna say, just
Right.
focused on the students, their well being, and things like that. Well, why did they try to? My first thing, if I hear that, if I'm in the school system, if I see a brother like that, where can a partnership come in somehow, some way? What if we would have got if you really care about me as like, if that's the only trouble I'm causing, honestly, trouble, I'm gonna
Yeah.
say I'm causing, why can't we make this into something productive for the both of us? Okay,
And
so you
the
don't
crazy
want,
thing
you know,
is,
you
bro,
want,
not
huh?
to cut you off, not to cut you off, they doubled back. They hit me like a couple weeks later talking about, oh, can you make us a new logo for the school? I look at it like, yo, y'all crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like you thought. Like, yo, why y'all ain't come to me from the rip? Like, yo, we got da 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 blah blah blah. Like, y'all tried to suspend me first and then try to monetize off me. You know what I'm saying? And even as a 10th grader, I was with it, but I even asked the question, well, what was in it for me? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna keep it at being like my man at middle school, he made the logo for the middle school. And I seen how he just made that drawing and they still use that logo to this day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I always think about him in the standpoint. I'm like, yo, you did that off the eye when we was young boys, but they still monetize that drawing to this day. You made it off the fly. You could have been like, yo, I need 5%. You'd have been up right now over how many shirts they done sold to all the students. You know what I'm saying? But that's as a young boy, they were like, oh, you want, well, you contracted in the next 10 years, or as long as y'all use this joint, I need 5% of every sale. You'd have been up right now. But it's like a lot of people our age wasn't thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I try to just instill the best in everybody around me that want to think like that or want to just be on the next level.
Yeah, almost like an intimidation factor sometimes, bro. You just see higher ups,
Mhm.
you just see people above you in a sense, and especially in school, especially in high school. Like you, sometimes we don't know no better, you know. But especially for it to be that, to just to be that scope of things, yeah, that's very interesting. But in a sense, too, it also sounds like it just propelled your creative gene, bro. It just forced
Right.
you even to lock in some more and really see what your interests were. But not even once you know, you had certain things that you like, you wanted to be kind of stand out. But to me, it's almost just like, you know, it was nothing too much for Amir. It was nothing that you really couldn't handle. And if okay, if I'm gonna say that I can't handle it, let me at least put myself into it first. Let me not just look at something and shoo it off and shoo it down. So that kind of makes me think about too. So every year you said that you were pretty much adopting a new asset, adopting a new
Yeah.
something, bringing something new to the table, bro. So what was that like? Really still trying to achieve that balance? Really still, because for me, when I think about something like that, I think about
Mhm.
myself personally. I think about whatever, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna relate to the same sentiment. Whatever I'm gonna put my foot in, whatever I'm gonna say or involve myself in, Q, job, whatever the case may be, I'm going full fledged, 100%. So I know that the more I add, the more that I have to, you know, stretch myself to different ways. You know, I can start to cut corners certain places, or I can start to make excuses here and there like that. So how did you, you know, continuously to adopt these new initiatives, these new things, these new life changing moments and stuff like that? But how did you still continue to keep the focus and give your all in each and everything that you did?
I feel like the haters is the motivator for real. I feel like the people who doubt you, like the people who like, you know what I mean, that be hating, the people that that be low key, like trying to prey on your downfall, like I feel like that's the people that make me want to like just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like a lot of people done had their doubts, a lot of people done had their oh buck not gonna last, oh fuck buck, da da da. Like no, like I'm here to stay. You know what I'm saying? And so every year, me just thinking about my next move, like sometimes I be even thinking about like how I'm gonna make this person mad. Like I know this person don't like when I throw popping parties, so I'm gonna make sure that the next party even more popping. I know that this person, you know what I mean, be jacking my style on my brand, but even with that next drop, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna make something that's uncopyable. You know what I'm saying? Like so, it's just like that motivation to just be like above, like I always looked at myself like above like everybody else. Like I don't never see myself on nobody level for real, for real. Like once you start seeing yourself on the same level as people, you start to get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like and you don't never want to be below somebody. When you hire below, when you hire, you feel like you're comfortable. You feel like you got a crown. You feel like you're good. You shaking big. Woo woo. When you below, then you feel like you're trying to play catch up. So I'm not below or the same level. Like I'm always looking at myself on the top level because you gotta think highly of the brand anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't have no self doubts on if a job not gonna go the way I want it to, or if something not gonna sell or whatever. Like that risk just gotta get it and go type John. Like that risk is what got me where I'm at today, and that risk that I'm gonna take next is where it's gonna take me either to the next level, or it's gonna take me viral, or that one video post or whatever the case may be is like everything help everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I know that every step that I take is getting me to a better foot forward than push me more behind. You know what I'm saying? Because anything I'm doing, I'm not hurting my brand. I'm not going out there cursing at people or fighting or flash mobbing or you know what I mean? Like I carry the brand in a certain way. It's like something that you want to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? Like on some like to like think back of it like on some Greek stuff, like something that you want to just come to campus like, oh, this showing dope, this showing popping. They got this campus lit, da da da. When you come to the fashion show, you see Buck. It's like that's something I'm a part of. They got the table popping, they got the models popping, they got the designs popping. It just was always something that people want to be a part of, whether you said it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to show. You know what I mean? When you salty that you're not in the section with us at the party or you're not the model at the fashion show or whatever the case may be, is like it definitely shows. So just the hater and the doubter like motivator, like that's what it is right there.
IG Live was feeling that one. They love that reply. I love it too though, just because something that you said was I'm not my mindset. Basically, what I got was that the mindset is not like anybody. I'm not on the same level as y'all. I love that. So for me to even look down to even make a comparison, it's never gonna happen because I'm not even there. And I can relate to that so much just because I feel like I saw a post the other day that said, "Yeah, your industry is saturated, but is it saturated with greatness?" And I was just like, "Whoa." I love that because it makes me kind of think that a lot of people use that excuse, well, I'm not doing that because everybody doing that and this and that, this and that. Yeah. But is everybody doing it of quality? Is everybody doing it greatly? Does it look good? Are they actually getting people? Are they really just giving you a facade? Social media can be one big facade, bro. People are paying for things, people are faking this, faking that, screenshots, whatever. So it's just like for me, do it. Because at the end of the day, if you know you're going to be great in something, if you know that your mindset is unlike any other, if at the end of the day you know and you feel like you're untouchable, your brand should emulate that. Your brand should only mimic that. So for me, coming into the podcast space, I kind of I feel like I got a double win in a sense, and I'm going to explain that. So I say double win because one, when I started this in 2019, there was not many people in this space, bro. I didn't know who listened to podcasts. I didn't even listen to podcasts. I just knew that I like talking to people and sitting down with folks. And I knew that, pandemic just started. I don't like my job. I'm working out. I want to brand myself. I want to just do something. So I started this. But I will also say too, whereas I'm not a comparer, if that's even a word. I don't really care what you got going on, who's doing what. I want you to be great. And I even speak about on a couple of my episodes, I spoke about how one of my good friends, like he reached out to me and was basically just like, yo, like I don't want you to think, I'm copying your style or jockeying your flow or anything like that. But I'm about to start this and this is kind of my basis and everything like that. Would love to get some help. You know what I mean? Voice messages I sent that man with tips, everything to do. Bro, that's my man, bro. Let's get right because at the end of the day, whatever you doing, one, it's not going to be called.
Taking away from what you got going on.
It's not going to kill me, bro. You're not about to do anything that I do. And if I'm spiteful about what you're doing, then that means the mission and the mantra behind what I'm really doing is not sincere. What am I trying to do? Bring awareness to everybody in any capacity, bro. I post people who probably don't even know that I post them. Cool, by design, just because I want everybody to be great. I don't care if I know you or not. So at the end of the day, if my man coming to me, you came to me, you made yourself vulnerable. You put yourself out there. You told yourself, this is what I'm doing, but you also asked for help. I'm about to down you for what, bro? But that's the type of society. That's just how some people live and feel, bro. So for me, I'm cool with that. I love that just because I want that. We need more just in this space. But for two, I'm not even looking at you. Whatever you doing. Whatever I'm doing, I want to be the biggest in it. My boy Chef Brent, he was on here earlier. My boy Chef Brent, he's a chef out of Charlotte. He always talks about being the biggest. Whatever you do, be the biggest in it. So he calls himself, he said, I'm the biggest chef. Every time I comment on his pics, what I say? The biggest, just because I'm gonna be the biggest, I'm gonna be the best to do this, whatever but that's not knocking nobody. That's not knocking the I am athletes. That's not knocking the Joe Rogans, the $1 million worth of games with Gillian Wallow. Like that's not knocking anybody. That's just telling you that what I do in my lane and my niche, what I love to do, I'm gonna rock out with it every time. But two, why it's another win for me is just because one, there's nobody in this space. Two, even if y'all was in this space, I'm like you. I'm so tunnel vision, bro. I couldn't even tell you if you was in this lane or not. I couldn't tell you what was, I can't, bro. I go like this. I can't tell you what's outside of these. And I don't want to know what's outside of these because I want to get to where down the business needs to be.
If you're not on tunnel vision, that's when you start getting like all off track.
Yeah, bro. You start comparing. I start looking, because now I'm looking at other podcasts. I'm looking at how many plays he got. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at that. But then come to find out, he been around 2 years longer than me. He interviewed him and that. His podcast is about this. My podcast is about that. He
Mm-hmm.
came into bit because of this. I can't. But why did I start this? Why did I do this? I didn't do this for the bread. I didn't do this to be famous, to be wealthy. I did this because I want people like you. I want people like my folks on IG Live. I want people like whoever is. I want the 86 people who stepped on here before you to be great. I talked to 86 did probably more because some people came on here with their team. I talked to 80 plus different people.
And that's
I
great right
started this
there.
2 years ago, bro. Some who I don't know, some family, some friends. It don't matter to me. But it's just like, bro, like, huh? Bro, I don't wear designer. I can't stand it. I spoke about that before. Like, I don't like that at all. It looks the same to me. It's ugly. But I'm wearing my man brand. I got my man wristband on, and it glow in the dark, bro. And I
Exactly.
through the computer. I got it on the computer. Somebody
Exactly.
asked me, was this Bitcoin? I said, no, this my man brand. He about money though. He really trying to get down to so you just gotta at some point in your life, bro, you just have to just get to that point where you just like, yo, I don't care what's going on. You're not taking me out of here, bro. You're not.
Mm-hmm.
And for the people that's visual, I just got my hands over my two eyes. We tunnel vision. I can't. I don't even care to see what's outside of this because I'm so focused on me, my greatness, my brand, my what I did to building this. In your case, since the 10th grade, yo.
You
Only been
gotta
doing
focus on
this since
yourself,
2019.
man.
We've been
Like you
doing this since the 10th grade. Since
plan the progress. You can't plan the progress,
man,
but
bro.
so much if you worried about the next person because 9 times out of 10, the next person should be behind you. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you not worrying about nobody behind you. You trying to play catch up to the millionaires, the
Come
people
on,
that
yo.
got millions of dollars in investments, the ones that's selling out their collection, stuff like that. Like, I'm not trying to, like you said, I'm not trying to compare myself to the person who's next to me. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. I'll compare myself to top people. You know what I'm saying? I compare myself to those because right now those goals are unreachable because they where it's at. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making no goals based off of somebody who at the same level as me. Like you said, I'm not worrying about his views because I worry about my own views. I'm not worrying about topics he talking about because I gotta come up with my own topics. You know what I'm saying? Same with the clothes. Like, I'm not worrying about what he dropping. I'm not worrying about if he dropping something similar. I'ma still have what I got going on. Like you said, people who ask me about where the plug at or where this at, where that at. Like, I'll let you know. Like, it ain't no secret. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking away from nothing he got going on because his name not Buck. You know what I'm saying? Like, he not Baltiere. He not going to execute the same way, supply the same way, design the same way. It's like, so if I give you the same plug I go to, yeah, you're going to be getting the same prices. We're going to be making the same bag. You know what I'm saying? But we're not going to be competing bags. We just going to be making the same bag. And then we all eat it at the end of the day.
Exactly. It's so crazy. I think about like I don't understand why something that really just made me think about was and yeah, my IG live going crazy right now. But something that just made me think about was okay.
Shout out to live.
So y'all follow me on this one live and my listeners follow me with this. Okay, so as business owners, as people who are just getting into their field, beginners, not wealthy, not viral, nothing like that. We aim to be what? To be rich, to be wealthy, to be these household names, to be sending our products to these influencers, the Jadas, the Aries, the whoever you want to name, everybody. We aim to be on that level, right? We aim to really be there. So at the end of the day, if these people, these influencers, these top folks, these rappers, these artists, these entertainers, these people who we are reposting every day, investing our money in, investing our time in, investing our whatever else you may be investing in that they don't even probably know about or have thanked you personally. If they're not competing at the top, right? Because they're not competing. All them artists, all them different things like that, they throw the shade, they throw the diss songs, whatever we call it. But at the end of the day, it's all for show. It's all for entertainment.
Right.
They're entertainers. That's what they do.
A
So if
lot
they're
of
not,
people real neither.
come on, yo. If they're not,
Real.
and a lot of it, and I'm gonna get into that too. See, he already know where I'm going with this. But okay, if they're not competing at the very top, how are we competing at the bottom? How does that even make sense? How or okay, if some of y'all offended by the word bottom, I'll say middle. You're not at the top though. But why are we competing? Period. If the people
No
who are in
need.
the position that we want to be in are these people are
It's
we're
like no
reposting
need
them?
to compete, dude. Though, like, what's the reason on competing
I
with?
don't get it
Like,
exactly, and that's what I'm very like. I be telling people that, bro. We tell each other all the time that yo, if people just support me, if people just did this, if people just did that, it would help. But yo, that's the pot caught in the kettle black because the same way you out here bashing people doing this and that. What are you doing to support your own folks? Are you reposting? Are you're not? So it's just like yo, if these people who don't even know us, don't even acknowledge us half the times, are not worried about competition, they got their bags and all of that if we want to be where they at, why not follow what they doing to the T? Not just what you want to see and what you, not just repost and market how they market, not just sending emails or, hey, can I send you some free products and da 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 this and that. Why
You
are we
gotta tap in with them. You gotta, you know what I mean?
you gotta
Follow
actually,
the podcast they on. Follow their interviews they on.
you gotta
Follow
actually
where they started at. You know what I'm saying?
because then on top of that, like you said, a lot of this stuff ain't real. My boy Penn Simmons, he's an independent artist out of Philly. He just posted something today. Make sure I go get his new tape to Procrastination. But he just posted something today that basically said, yo, y'all don't really know the struggle that independent artists are doing getting this out the mud. Yo, all of these streams, these views, these subscribers and things like that. Y'all don't realize that a lot of this stuff is paid for. It's fake. It's not real. But y'all flocking to it and y'all feeding into it. And it's just like, for me, yo, this is really the social media generation. This is really what people are on. You know, like, it's just, I always just think about, you know, I'm not the biggest, I'm not the best, I'm not the greatest, but I'll be damned if I don't carry myself like that, carry my brand and rep my brand like that in every facet and every standard. Why? Because when I get to that level, it's gonna be everything that I was doing before. I'm not gonna have to switch. I'm not. Nobody gonna say I switched up. Nobody gonna say people still gonna say that regardless because that's just them. But me, my circle, my however many episodes I got at that point, they gonna know that I'm real. They gonna know that I will bring each and every one of them on again and talk and follow up. Because at the end of the day, I've been doing this all my life. My first episode and my 87th episode, I'm gonna give you my all. I'm gonna give you everything I got every single time because you never know what's gonna be that moment. What's gonna be, this could be the episode that somebody pick up onto me. But I came into it half-assed because, this is my 87th episode. I'm not viral yet. I'm not famous yet. I done interviewed this, that. She done got this many followers. She ain't
posted either one.
Come on, man. You gotta
see right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta look at some people that's like overnight sensations or overnight viral people. Like, it really took somebody bored, laying up, laying down, sitting down on the couch, whatever, to really just click send or click post or do any of that. Just take the risk of just sending some stuff out or just making that one share or making that one investment. You know what I'm saying? And it took that one time for them to just be cool for the rest of their life. So it's like, why can't a person have the same mindset? If I keep going and keep going, keep going, that can happen to me one day too. You know what I'm saying? Like, slow grind is better than no grind. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you working towards your vision or the bigger picture, like every single day or at least more times out of 10, then you're good to go. But if you just sitting around waiting for something to happen, then nothing ain't gonna happen.
Passing you by, bro. I love that, man. It's just so crazy. So for me, I think about a lot of the different elements of book. I think about all the pages I had to follow just to support everything that you got going on. The partying page, the mag page, the urban culture page. So what does that look like as far as operations and how everything goes? Obviously, you're the man behind the operation. You're the man behind it all. But I know that, and I could be wrong. So definitely correct me if I misspeak on this. But I know that you're not doing this by yourself. I know that to the capacity and to the quality that you have done a lot of what you've done, I know that it takes a team effort. And I know that a lot of this stuff has come together from models to just different creatives and different things like that. So what does Buck ultimately, I understand that you guys house and umbrella a lot of different things. How does that look like as far as operations? Who does what? Who's in charge of,
like, as far as operations, bro, like, I kid you not, like, it's like 100% me, bro. Like, other than like my brand ambassadors who help me like with the image and promotional aspect, like everything like in the house is like all me. Like, I come up with all my designs, I do my own photography, I come up with my own marketing, take my own pictures, I network out to my own models. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nobody there that's waking up like, Mir, you did this, or oh, Mir, make sure you do that, or yo, Mir, you gotta get this done at the end of the day. Like, that's all me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if something don't get done, trust me, it's not because somebody else didn't make it happen. That's why everybody always asks me the questions when something don't get done. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to so and so asking about, oh, so and so at the door. Da da. No, they come to me saying they at the door of my party. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so and so need a hoodie. Oh, they come to me if they need a hoodie. You know what I'm saying? So one day it's going to get to the, you know what I mean, the team effort. But like, until that person see the vision how I see it, or that until that person is willing to put the footwork in, or how can I say it? Not even the footwork, just the passion behind it that they can put towards a business. Like, I'm not looking for nobody to be as passionate about Buck as me. I've been lost that expectation. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody not going to take something that's serious that you created or something you love and they didn't create and love it at the time that you made it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like if, for example, like you start something, but you ask somebody later on, like you able to take them off. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody has that feeling of, oh, like one day I can't be Buck or whatever the case may be. It's like, it's cool doing stuff by myself. Like, would it be helpful if I had that person running the TikTok page or the Instagram page, or that I can trust the post on here? No, because them expectations was a little minute ago, and it's like, once you stop expecting stuff, that's when you see how much real work need to be done. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to make sure that I'm capable of getting the work done myself and making sure that people are attracted to the brand my own before I'm ready to put somebody else in my shoes, because it's hard to do what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying that anybody can take on the challenge of running 5 pages, setting up photo shoots daily, setting up the next events, making sure each event is promoted, making sure each design is up to date, making sure that we get the highest quality product, making sure that I'm designing stuff. Like, nobody's gonna be there every single time to be on you to do that. So once I just step back, like, forget a business partner, forget a sponsor, forget anybody. Like, once I started to realize, like, whoever gonna help. Like, whoever gonna step up and whoever gonna, like, be at the door for me or come to the event or make sure that their friends come into the stuff or making sure their friends buying the clothes, they gonna do it. Like, I shouldn't have to ask anymore. I shouldn't have to make it a requirement. Like, only certain things should be a requirement, like reposting stuff and stuff like that, or come to events. Like, but other than the stuff that you should do, as far as like a family aspect of, oh, I'm gonna do this because this my guy, or I'm gonna do this because it's a brand that I mess with. That's what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really looking for nobody that's going to be in the way, because so many people that came into the brand and not around now. They done got the benefits. They done got networking with this person, or they got the repost on so and so media page, or whatever the case may be. Is they done got everything that come with coming around the brand and not sticking with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm just here for people who going to stick around. You know what I'm saying? And I know the signs of when people not trying to stick around, or when people just trying to be around the brand for their personal needs, for selfish needs, for wealth need, whatever the case may be. Is like, if you not around for the progress of the brand, none of that extra shit come with it. You know what I'm saying? You don't get privileged to have none of the extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's a privilege to be a part of the brand. It's a privilege to be a part of around me and around the family that I bring around you. You know what I'm saying? So once you take that for granted, or once I see like you're not built to be around that, or you're not built to add to it, you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like, we not no opportunistic type brand. Like, we around for people who trying to work, because that work gonna get sent back. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who I collab with, I'm 8 a.m. texting them like, yo, bro, like, this what we doing today, or you know what I mean, XYZ. Like, I'm not no slouch. You know what I'm saying? If I would have been a slouch, Buck wouldn't be on his 7-year anniversary. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was a slouch, like, we wouldn't be on this podcast right now. If you was a slouch, you wouldn't be on episode 87. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no slouch people around. Once you start seeing the people that's like, don't drop in a while, or making excuses every time it's time to do something, like, they true colors of show, it should be time to go. And respectfully, like, this is another thing too. Like, respectfully, you just gotta realize when people can be a supporter and people can be your friend, or people can be a business partner. You know what I'm saying? That person that you look at don't gotta be all three. It's cool if somebody just your friend. It's cool if you just keep somebody in the supporter zone. They don't gotta be, oh, bro this, bro that. They can support every time you drop. And everybody you come across don't gotta be your partner. You know what I'm saying? Everybody you come across don't gotta be, oh, I need you to do this for me, or I need to do that for me, blah, blah, blah. Like, everybody you come across can basically stay in whatever lane they want to be in. You don't gotta force somebody to be in that, oh, super supporter role, or that, oh, be my best friend role, or none of that. Like, niggas gonna do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just let people fall into place where they fall into place. If they fall out of place, they gonna fall out of place naturally. You don't gotta force them out. They just gonna wind up, you know what I mean, doing themselves out.
I feel like it's such a deeper message behind that, bro. Just like, the just how sometimes like you can be so blind to things, from what you think is
Mm-hmm.
support, what you think is love, what you think is really somebody wanting your best interest in heart. How many times do we hear about, the closest people near somebody ended up snaking them, or ended up,
Real rap,
treating them dirty, or coming back to you?
ignoring them, lying them,
It's
whatever.
crazy, bro. But how that reality becomes true time and time again, bro. You really have to watch who you surround yourself with. And honestly, that even for me is just like part of the reason why I just do everything solo dolo. Why I get on here, I reach out to the people, I schedule the interviews, I set everything up, I edit, I promote, I make the content, I do all of that just because. Well, one, like, who gonna go hard for me like me? Nobody. That's a fact.
Nobody.
I was talking to somebody at my
You gonna
job,
go
and I
hard
was
for me
like,
like me? Nobody.
come on now. I was talking to somebody at the gig, and he basically runs a marketing company. So I was pretty much like, I was just like, you've been busy, bro, because he was pretty much meeting with a lot of clients, like back and forth, back and forth. So I'm just like, yeah, man. He was like, yeah, man, we actually just doing some hiring right now, trying to find somebody, who's really just passionate about it. I said, yeah, you want somebody, who gonna go hard for the brand, like you go hard for the brand. Well, he said immediately, actually, he said, I just want somebody that's going to do 80%. He said 100% will never be there. He said, I know that for a fact. He said, only I'm going to go 100%. This is my thing. But he said, I just want somebody that, acts, not even acts like they cares. I don't need somebody who act in anything. I need somebody who, that's really you. And for me, that spoke to me, one, because it was just like, yeah, no matter how, much, how hard somebody will go for you, claim to support you, they could buy everything you drop or whatever the case may be. They never gonna go as hard as you go, because it's just always something that you doing behind closed doors, or always something that's not seen or not shown or not
It's
talked
not
about,
theirs.
that they don't know, and it's not theirs. They didn't come into the trench work with this. They wasn't taking notes on this. They wasn't in the the trench. They wasn't having doubts and second guessing themselves about this and trying to figure out, well, what we gonna do, how we gonna make a year. Now we 7, now we about to be 8, 10, 15. It's just different. Nobody ever gonna hit you with that same passion. So for me, it was just like, damn, it's sometimes it can be annoying being a one man band, one woman band. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna take it every time, because I know it's gonna be crisp, cut, concise, and exactly how I want it. It's not gonna be no hiccups. I'm not gonna have to question nothing. I'm not gonna have to look at a post like, well, why you say it like, well, why would you, it's never gonna be that. And if it is, it's something that I did on my own, and I take full responsibility for that. But the minute, like you said, you place expectations on people, you put things like that, in that corner, you open yourself, you open your brand for whatever. And for me, I'm just not ready for that right now. I don't know if I'll ever be ready for that.
Man.
You
I'm
know,
just on the post. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
whoever come across, whoever
yeah,
fill out the ambassador at, whoever reach out to me, come aboard. Like
do it.
if not, I'm cool regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to show nobody I'm vulnerable. Niggas never going to know when I'm vulnerable. People not going to know when I'm down. People not going to know when something not going right. People not going to know what my next move is. People not going to remember my last move because I'm on my current move. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just keep pressing forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's no press forward, it's like you can't be focused on what's going on with anything else besides progress. You know what I'm saying? Like, the progress is the proof. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the people want to see the progress. Like, people want to see the journey. People want to see where you come from, what trial tribulations you went through, how you overcame it, when you didn't give up, when you think about giving up, like all of that good stuff. So once people see the journey, and once people tap more into the emotional aspect of an entrepreneur or a business owner, that's when you really start to tap into somebody. That's where you really start to see like where somebody head at. And that's how you start to decipher who around you is good and who is bad. Because that's when you start seeing who really here when, or who really taking the opportunity what's in front of them, or who are really trying to learn, or who really trying to sit down and really go over some things with you. You know what I'm saying? You start just to weed everything out like kind of naturally.
I swear, man, it's just like, I love that progress is proof. I love the fact that, I think that sometimes it's simply, some people can't feel you, can't relate to you, because that's just not their space. Some people not built for the entrepreneurial lane, bro. It's not for and that's not no knock on anybody, bro. That's just that, we
Everybody
need
not through. It's
we
fact.
need we need 9 to 5ers, bro. We need entrepreneurs. We need business owners. We need a little bit
Well,
of everything. So the same way, entrepreneurship might not be for you. A 9 to 5 might not be for me, or Amir, or the next. Like, that's just life. That's just how it goes, bro. But nonetheless, pushing forward. So we talk about pushing forward. So what's next, man? What can we? I understand. I know as a brand ambassador, I know with some things going on. I know with some things for people to look forward to. But I just want to speak from it. I want to hear from the founder perspective. I want to hear from the day in, the day you running the operations on the daily. So without obviously teasing or giving up too much or nothing like that, what can the people expect from Buck? What can the people look forward to for the people who are going to be tapping in with you after this interview and everything? We at the top of the year, prom open for opportunity. So yeah, what's on the horizon, bro?
All right, so first things first, we got the new collection dropping this Friday, January 28th. My fall winter 2022 last shipment, so this would be the very last drop of the fall winter collection. We're gonna start getting into the spring summer stuff. this next drop we got coming up, like I was saying earlier, we got zip ups, ski masks, hoodies, graphic tees, long sleeves, a whole bunch of stuff that we're going to end the winter season with. So we can make sure that the website is nice and healthy for the next month or two. Because the next drop won't be until maybe March or April when we tap into the spring summer stuff. My next event that's coming up is Creative Fest. Creative Fest is basically an event where all models, designer, media, vendors, entrepreneurs is all under one roof. Everybody buys like a separate ticket. Models get edited pictures. Designers get to see the models and their stuff. Media get to take pictures of people in the stuff like that. So we having our tickets dropped this weekend actually for that. The location will be at KOP Mall, so it's definitely like going to be one of these super big events that I'm gonna need everybody tap into. So if you're a model or creative, media, anybody listen to this, make sure you tap into Creative Fest, searching on Eventbrite RSVP to be the first one to receive updates on that. And for 2022, we just going to keep putting the foot to the pedal. You know what I'm saying? We're going to tap in with this shipment for the next couple of weeks. We're going to tap into the spring, summer, and then we just going to attack every year like how we attacking it. Moving silence, just keep making moves, keep progressing, keep coming up with brand new ideas, and just keep looking forward. You know what I'm saying? Keep adding new faces to the brand that's willing to help out, that's willing to take these things to the next level, because over here we always worry about what's going up. You know what I'm saying? We always worrying about what's the next step. We always worrying about how we can put ourselves above others. You know what I'm saying? We never worrying about, like I said, being on the same level. We worry about getting to that next step.
Come on, y'all. I love that. That just kind of hyped me up. That Creative Fest event as somebody who, we talk about always wanting to support the creatives, always wanting to get our brand and our stuff out there. Well, look, Amir just gave you an opportunity, man. So I'm going to obviously put the details for that in the bio when we drop this episode and everything
Yes,
like
sir.
that. Tap in, man. KOP, man. It's a place to be. It's definitely going to be
winning.
it's going to be a
Super winning.
Come on now, I ain't doubting it whatsoever. So before we wrap things up, before we close things out, bro, do you feel like there's anything we haven't touched on today for the people? Any messages that you may want to leave for up and coming entrepreneurs, models, creatives, anything like that? Even anything that you kind of just want to just tell the people about you, about the brand, anything.
I can say, like, before we wrap up the episode, one thing that I will leave everybody with is I feel like this year I'm just being big on be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of people is taking up. A lot of people is got too many people behind them. You know what I'm saying? Like, behind them as in like dick riding them. You know what I'm saying? Like, too many people is trying to be like somebody that they're not. You know what I'm saying? So one thing that I can say is just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everything will work out as long as you just staying true to who you are, staying true to what you believe in, and as long as you don't switch up on who you are as a person, everything will like fall right into place afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, blessings come when they're supposed to. Don't expect them. You know what I'm saying? God got a plan for everybody. Everybody's time is coming. So just love yourself right now, because at the end of the day, when you at that point in time where you really look in the mirror, you actually proud of yourself, you gotta think about them times that you're down and you still love yourself. You can't love yourself when you got millions of dollars and all these friends around you and da da da. Like, no, love yourself now, like while you still going through grind mode, and everything will be like well worth it, like at the end of the day.
Telling you. Small wins. The minute I started appreciating small things so much, bro, I looked at life totally different. Things that used to upset me and frustrate me ain't even take me out of character no more. The minute you realize that life is really good, bro. Life is really good.
Life
So
is really
I
good.
appreciate you, man. I'm excited. I'm excited not only for our partnership, but I'm just excited, bro. Excited for you, for the vision, for the drop coming, for just everything, bro. I've been seeing you working. I've been seeing a lot of what you got going on. Obviously, been supporting since even before the ambassadors. When I was in Philly, when I was in college, grad school, all of that. So, bro, to really see, like we said, like we spoke about at the beginning, to see us really come from the pound ball days,
Real rap.
Just running
A
around.
long way, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Keep grinding. We're going to keep grinding. Like, we're going to keep setting an example. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as we out here just paving the way for the next person watching, or the next person behind us, or that young boy who in high school that follows that we don't even know, that he just be tapping into our stuff. Like, that's what we do it for. We do it for the person that think they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, be that example to be that person to, yo, if he can do it, I know I can do it too. You know what I'm saying? So as long as we on that ladder to success. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get there one day. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. You know what I mean?
Manifestations, man. So before we close out, can you just tell people who want to tap in with you, who want to learn about Creative Fest, who want to, maybe even model for the brand, shop the products, everything like that, see what you got going on event wise, collab. Can you just tell us your social medias and best place to tap in and find you?
All right, cool. So for all social media, you can find me at Baltiere UC or at Baltiere Mag. That's Twitter, TikTok, MySpace, Facebook, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can Google me, Baltiere Urban Culture. Everything will pop up on there too, like the YouTube. Any social media platform you can think of, like we definitely on. So you can tap in with us wherever. Our website is www.baltiere.com. Use promo code BUC for a discount on your next online order. You know what I'm saying? So that's exclusive for whoever tapping in right now. Other than that, like I keep all my personal stuff off. If you find me, you find me. But yeah, search Baltiere, you're gonna see everything pop up.
Say no more. Hey, you still hold on. You still got the MySpace popping. I heard that right.
I don't know, man. If it's low,
I just had to make sure to say less. But nah, bro, like I said, it's all love, man. From me to you, I'm definitely excited for the journey, excited to see what's going on, excited to even the fact that I've been given the opportunity to be a part of it. So we definitely gonna continue
sure.
and continue to make a difference in the community, bro. Because like you said, Florida is definitely on the map. I can't wait to get you out here, man. Can't wait to
Sure. I'm gonna be out there real soon. Trust me,
yeah,
bro. As soon as
sure.
that weather breaks, as soon as the spring break time come up, I'm actually gonna tap in with you. I want to find a venue. I want to do a pop up shop out there. We can try to make something happen. You know what I'm saying? Just like a little small joint we can do.
Speaking my language, bro. We got
Mm-hmm.
some opportunity for you. So yeah, we're gonna make it happen. But nah, bro, appreciate you for just coming on, sharing the platform with me, really making this happen. Like you said, holding me accountable because I just had some things going on my end, couldn't make some things shake the way I wanted to. But you hit me again. You said, "Yo, let's lock in. Let's make it happen."
We all blessed, man. Like every day is filled with plenty of opportunities, man.
Come on now. So
when we're gonna get something one day, we're gonna get right to it the next. You know what I mean?
Let's get into it, man. So yeah, I love that, man. So for everybody who continues to tap in, I had the IG live, I had listeners, audio, everything like that. I appreciate y'all, man. This has been another episode of the Down to Business podcast.
You already know.
Say less.